Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of our Yucatan campaign here in Victoria 2 HPM, also known as the Mayan Empire or the Mayan something, I don't know. You can see what it is in the title. Anyways, in the previous episode we were invaded by the Mexican Empire who wanted to reclaim their lost land. Then again, I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. After all, it is clearly a majority Mayan territory, so the Mexicans are just being stupid, that's all. We were also successfully able to purchase Belize from the British, meaning that it is now under our control. Sadly, we were not fast enough, and some of these guys are assimilating into Mexican for some reason. Yeah, there are Mexicans here now. What? See, no, that's not okay. Mexican? No! No. That is so the wrong culture. How the fuck did that even happen? I mean, there are no Mayans here, and so the locals cannot assimilate into Mayan culture, but why Mexican? I didn't even know people could assimilate into your secondary cultures. Yeah, what the fuck? That's bullshit. How do I encourage Mexicans, or not Mexicans, how do I encourage Mayans to move here? Like, come on lads, let's get this going. There are still British and Irish people here who surely would want to become Mayan. And I have no idea how to make this happen. Interestingly though, we do have a new majority Mayan province here in Ceiba or Ceiba or this place. It's majority Mayan. It would be more appropriate if we could rename it into a proper Mayan name, but sadly no such thing is possible. Yeah, no, no such thing is possible. So we will just have to enjoy the color of the map without actually having to get the names correct. So yeah, 2 provinces in Honduras are now majority Mayan. Or is it plurality when it's not like over 50%? That might be the case. Not entirely sure, but I don't know. Doesn't matter. The color is what matters. We're good. But seriously, this little Belize situation does frustrate me. Like, attract immigrants. Do it. Come on, guys. Let's see. Let's do naval base. Then again, though, do we really give too many shits about naval bases? Wouldn't it be better to get some railroads? Railroads are nice. Is there any... what's the resources here? Tropical wood, oh really? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, just that one province though, but still, that's good. Might even get some rubber in the late game. But I'm wondering, like, at what level... like, jungle is a pain to build railroads through, right? I would need like, yeah, -3. Yeah, I would need a lot of railroad technology before I can actually start building any railroads here. So it would have to be just for the sake of upgrading these railroads down here. So I don't know. Semi-automation might actually be even better. Just to get some of that stuff. Although, I don't know, let's do positivism, I think. Get some of that education going. After all, what's the point of like efficient factories and crap if you can't even put workers in them? Province strike. Become more socialists. Do it. Let's see. Transportation is not super relevant to us. Although this one gives us extra immigrant attraction. Although so do all of these other things. So I think we're just going to keep going with the... actually, no, healthcare. Healthcare. The most precious thing. Then again, the majority of our population growth does not come from healthcare. But here's one of those new things in either the previous or the most recent update. You know, 3.7 or 3.8. And I know it's technically 0.3.7. But you know, and I'm technically playing on 0.3.8.2 right now. But you know, details. Basically, the game was updated, or the mod, I should say. Of course, the game's not being updated. The mod was updated so that I think it's administration efficiency, or is it social spending? I forget. One of those affects healthcare. So that, you know, you can't just have a welfare state without actually paying for it. Which I think is good. It's one of those things that it's kind of weird how they were able to have so many DLCs. Well, 2 DLCs and presumably a couple of updates, but still. Like, that Paradox never got around to actually making that a thing. Because, I mean, some parts of the welfare state do cost money in this game, like pension, yeah, unemployment and pensions, but actual healthcare or a, you know, a complete compulsory school system, that's free. No one, you don't need to pay for that. You know, let's be realistic here. Fuck yeah, that was fast. I'm kind of tempted to go for restricting child labor though. That is a really big hit to the education efficiency. Then again, there's no immigration. Actually, no. Banning child labor gives me 5% immigrant attraction. Let's go for that then. Residency, sure thing. We want them to allow us to put reforms in the place, but we want them to be actually reactionary. Wait, what now? The free states of America are invading America. And they're kind of succeeding. What? I don't really understand. I mean, I guess the American army is busy fighting the Confederate state. The United States is such a mess. And then you got this ugly border up here. It's just... Yes! And I can even afford it. Fuck yeah! Chiapas integration. We should begin integrating Chiapas. Fuck yes, look at that, province integration. So hopefully these will become cores that even if the Mexicans do take them back at some point, we can take them back after that. To be fair, it's not like these provinces have become cores yet. And we have been sitting on them for quite a while. Have any Mayans made their way here yet, or are everyone still just assimilating into Mexican? Yeah, everyone's just becoming Mexican. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything you can really do here to encourage people to go here. Maybe build like a factory in the province, which I of course cannot do. Let's see. I cannot choose the socialists. Fuck me. Damn it! They're ruining my beautiful map mode. Any Mayans here yet? No? Well, I guess I should be happy that we got lucky with Honduras. So at least there is that. But it's so frustrating because Belize, like there are like in the beginning of the game there are Mayan people in this place. I think it's like 10% or something like that. But now everyone is just assimilating into Mexican, which is stupid. Let's ban that child labor though. Presumably that reduces the efficiency of some things here and there, but you know, it's fine. Don't worry about it, man. Early classical, sure. Let's get some of these basic technologies. Get more armies though. Let's see what we need. I think some basic infantry actually could do well. There are mobilized forces for that kind of thing, but still having proper, you know, proper infantry regiments is also useful. At least enough to fill up the front line in certain armies. So yeah, let's just go for 2 of those guys. The Confederate States. Really? So the Confederacy actually succeeded in gaining independence. That's... And the Mexicans invaded and took New Mexico. This is so... I don't even know what to say. This is so funny. Honestly though, why are you losing? You still have a lot of brigades and good technology. Fuck, it's better than what I have. Much better. Speaking of, how are you guys doing these days? He has still only gotten 1 tech. I mean, you know, it's not like anyone else wanted to ally me, except for Colombia. Colombia was nice though. He helped me out in that dumb war against Mexico, but I don't know. Mexico, are you being, you know, are you being influenced by the French? No, not really. Very well then. I will accept the alliance with the Confederacy. Yes. One of the worst examples of white colonial rule, even if they are strictly speaking independent at this point. You know, the same general principles still apply. With their slavery and their native oppression, and the memes are now allied with a very progressive Native American state. Hey, it's like that time Hitler and Stalin was allied, wasn't it? Then again, that was, you know, everyone knew that was just silly, but I guess it's kind of like how Prussia and Japan allied each other, even if like Nazi ideology thought of the Japanese as Untermensch. So also, didn't the Prussians, or not the Prussians, didn't like Nazi Germany ally with Bulgaria? Like, Bulgarians are Slavs. So once again, realpolitik generally takes, or you know, is prioritized over you know, ideology. But not always, because of course a big part of the reason why Hitler lost was his shit ideology that prevented Germany from becoming as strong as it could have been. Right, I thought my game crashed for a second there, but it did not. It was just some random... ooh, hello. Well, really? This is a core already? Fuck yeah. Well, that was fast. Is there some magical number? 66% Mayan? 75 here. Maybe it's based on the whole state? Like... Guatemala... Okay, so Chiapas is 61, so is 60 the magical number, or is it just at random? How does this work? Any Mayans here still? No fucking Mayans! What is it with you people? Stop assimilating into Mexican! Ah! The worst thing is I can't even commit genocide against them, because they're an accepted culture and there's no way to unaccept them, you know? God, that's frustrating. Hey, more cores! Where's this? Ah, this one! Yeah, there we are! So how fucking cool is that? It's such a rare thing in this game to actually be able to play around with these, when do you make cores in Victoria 2? It's just not a thing, is it? Fuck it, we're doing it anyways. We are coring our lands with no admin points, but just through glorious assimilation. Oh man, wonderful. Oh, are those Mayan pops in Belize? Mayan. There they are! They have arrived! Unless they as well are going to get assimilated into Mexican. Does this mean you guys will actually start assimilating into Mexican? Or I mean, you know, proper Mayan culture instead of stupid Mexican culture? Come on, guys. You no longer have an excuse. Well, it's hard to say. Yeah, we no longer need this thing though. So let's go for some clergymen instead. Actually, we already have a bunch of them here, and they're strictly speaking called intellectuals in this game. Damn, have I really finished all the encouragements? I mean, I know you're supposed to get them all the way up to 4%, but I've already, I've made quite good progress here. So I guess we'll just keep memeing our way up to 4% then. Rebels, minimum wage, so good. Everyone's just being salty about social reforms. I love it. The horrors of Jacobins are all in the past now. Let's see. Become 15% more socialist. Yes, go socialists. Like, unless planned economy, that's nice. Full citizenship, very nice. Full welfare state. Okay, right. Minimal social spending. Okay, so these guys never give a shit about. Okay, yeah, because I was talking about in the beginning of the Let's Play, I was talking about how I thought, at least, that conservative parties in other countries had a policy regarding welfare, but I guess they don't. And that it is instead, you know, only, you know, parties that appear later actually have thoughts about these things. That makes sense, actually. Ooh, yeah, but this is the thing, though. Anti-military. That is the unfortunate little side of socialism. Damn socialists, preventing us from invading our neighbors and enslaving their culture and beaming them to death, and horrible, horrible. Hey, another state is majority Mayan. Barely, but still, look at that. Fucking hell, the Mayan culture is spreading. And spreading your culture in Victoria 2 is just so much more satisfying than in spreading it in EU4 or CK2 for that matter. Because there are actual pops. Actual people are being displaced. And, you know, being forced out of their homes and being assimilated into the culture enforced by the state. Manchu? Hello, Manchus. But any Maya? No? Labor union? All artisans? Ooh, that is tempting. Actually, no, this is fine. Yeah, this is the good type of labor union. The United Kingdom is memeing about in Burma. Not really any of my concern, is it? No, I don't see any Mayans. So that's sad. But oh well. Hey! In good news though, we have good things here. Let's see here though. I'm thinking like population is growing fine. Like it's growing great. We're catching up to the Mexicans even. Kind of. They're getting nice immigrants as well though. Despite being a glorious empire. That's the one side of this playthrough that is kind of sad. It's the fact that we are an empire. Or I mean, we are not an empire. We are a filthy republic. Democracy? But yeah, anyways, let's go get some analytic philosophy. And like if you look at like, is there can I population changed, external migration. Yeah, seems that most people are showing up from, you know, the outside. So what? That is how many who's coming in, or yeah, well, yeah, half the population growth. Yeah, it's about half. So healthcare is definitely valuable. But then again, schools give you a simulation rate, and I kind of need that, so let's go for that. So the Americans want to ally me, but the thing is, United States, you kind of lost, like, your good land. Where's your capital now, anyways? Because you kind of lost that one as well. It's hard to tell, really. With all of this darkness, maybe I'll just temporarily ally them for a second, just to see if I can find their capital. I don't know, it doesn't matter that much to me, though. No, I kind of already allied the Confederacy here. Then again, I'm starting to think maybe, I don't know, like they have 2 million people, and the United States, yeah, the Confederacy is more populous than the United States, but of course a very large part of the Confederacy are slaves, and so they cannot be recruited into the army. Free States is the most populous of all, so maybe maybe the Free States is the one I should be friends with. Yeah, that could probably happen if I made friends with them a bit. Might want to ditch the Confederacy. Maybe I'll, I don't know, go conquer, hey, fully funded education, good. Maybe I should go conquer Florida. Save the native population and assimilate the locals and, I don't know. Do whatever I must to get Lebensraum for the Mayan people. We have 4% clergy here though, or once again, it's not called clergy, it's called intellectuals. So let's keep encouraging that in the other states. We're getting some nice literacy growth. It is kind of slow, it is actually very slow, but you know, at least it is technically happening. Our industry is also, you know, it's a thing. Honestly, that's kind of neat. Like, we are not able to create our own industry, yet the industry somehow actually is growing, you know? How cool is that? This is such a nice campaign though, isn't it? Like, at least so far. Instead of the fucking stress. The fuck is going on here? France? Did you annex Piedmont? You did. Absolute madman. This is such an interesting campaign, I have to tell you. So much weird shit that goes on here. Like, the United States just sort of died. France is annexing large chunks of Italy. And, well, I mean, that's about it. But still, I mean, we exist. Damagaram is expanding successfully. Buenos Aires is somehow completely independent. And the Argentine, and as a result, Argentina never formed. Corrientes exists. What? This is so weird. Oh, there we go. The British finally got this territory. Good on you, Britain. I don't know, what is next? What is next? What is next for this weird world we live in? Maybe I should go annex Hawaii. That would be fun, actually. Is that much protectorate here? Yeah. I mean, now that the United States is a shit country, it's not like they're gonna do it. And, you know, yeah, it's not unreasonable that we would want to do that. I have a fuck ton of infamy right now, and I would kind of prefer to spend it on Nicaragua. So, yeah, everyone is opposed to it for some reason. I guess they must have had some revolution. Although I thought I would get pop-ups about that, but still. Oh yeah, there's so many opportunities. What a weird world we live in. Hey, look at that, another state has 4% intellectuals. Wonderful. Let's go for some meme lords over here. Oh yeah, oh really? Oh, yeah, okay, I never got around to... Yeah, I could have sworn there was one state I hadn't properly encouraged intellectuals in. But at least we're going to be fixing that now. We're going to be fixing that, we're going to be building our army. Let's build the official Mayan guard unit to guard our glorious... I don't know, what is the Mayan word for president? I don't want to use president, it's such a filthy word, you know. It reminds us that we are sadly not a glorious empire, but we are sadly a sad little republic. You know, I feel like the one thing I haven't been doing very well in so far is prestige. Like, I've been doing fine, but I haven't been focusing on the prestige text at all. Which sort of ended up working out for us, of course, but... Wait, what? Japan? Japan has feared the Confederacy? Well, I guess we just found out what the next weird thing is. Because that is definitely on the list of weird things. Luckily for me though, they're not messing around with Mexico. Because I don't want to see Japan invading my shores. That wouldn't be fun. Then again though, we have actually secured a core on this territory. Which means that if we were to lose it, we can get it back for no infamy. So... everything is working out. Mostly. Except for the prestige. And our abysmal literacy and technology. But, you know, it is still 1872. 8 more years and we'll be halfway through the game. And I think we've done just fine for ourselves. If only I could be a bit more lucky with infamy. Because that is one of the places I haven't been doing very good. I have... Like, I got busted like day one. Like, it was nasty. Is that Mayan? Nope, those are North Germans. Come on, guys. Let's be Mayan. No? No Mayan? You disappoint me. You disappoint me, San Miguel. Well, as long as you don't start assimilating into Mexican. Yeah, here we are. 6% Mayan. So it seems like the weirdness going on in Belize has ended for now. I don't know what caused that. Wait, what? Really? You gave back Piedmont? Not only did you do that, you gave back this land too. France? You were doing cool things. Don't make this a boring game. Then again, it's hard to undo this, but still. Do I have any tension? No. Alright then. Good on you, France, for sucking, I guess. Well, I don't mind, you know, a gloriously grand and greater Italy is fun too. But they'll need to earn that name or whatever, you know, they need to conquer more. Alright, there we have some nice research points. Now what? Maybe we should finally try and do the prestige spam, but we're already too late to get expressionism. So we would have to rely on mass culture and the avant-garde. I don't know about that. Yeah, that was kind of a shame that we missed expressionism. Expressionism is like, it starts getting like the last two. Those are the supremely good ones. Like, we're way off from being a great power, so yeah, that's not happening. I don't know. Maybe later. Maybe I'll try and get this one to see if I can become a great power by the late game. But I think for now, I will not do that. I'll try and come up with some better idea. God, there's just so much I want here. Although really, getting biologism is, yeah, fuck, that is obviously what we need to do. Getting Darwinism is just, it is just a must. Regardless though, I think we're going to end the episode here. Sorry for the fact that nothing really happened in this episode, but you know, we have been looking around the world and observing all the silliness that's going on. No Germany yet, for example. Come on, Germans. Are you, like, how close are you? Are you trying? I mean, you're sparing the wrong German nation. You're sparing Banat, but you know, it's not like that's gonna, like, that's an interesting question actually. If Germany or if Prussia forms Germany while Banat is in their sphere, will Banat join? It honestly wouldn't surprise me if they did, and that would be kind of funny. But yeah, no Germany yet. France needs to. I mean, if France loses to Italy, then surely Germany or Prussia can beat France. I don't even know how Italy is so strong. I guess maybe they had support, like, because they didn't win this place in a war. I mean, presumably they lost it in a war at some point, and then they won it back in a crisis. I assume that's what happens. So presumably they had support from someone, but they have no friends though. Okay. They don't even want to be friends with me. But oh well. Whatever. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and until next time, bye.